Hey, it's Nobody Bushcraft here. Uh, I tried to do this review a few times, but things just didn't work out for it, so we're going to do it on the Fatwood stump. This is the BioLite camp stove. I've done 2 burns in it, so we're going to see how well it burns, and I'm going to talk about some of the accessories. Now, one thing I should point out is that they say do not go above here. So you can snap your twigs, you can cut them. It's basically a rocket stove. Cut them with your pruning saw, whichever you use. Start out with little twigs like this. Make sure they snap good. They prefer you to use hardwoods, but when you're out in the woods, it's whatever you got. Now, like I said, I got this for Christmas. It's a Christmas gift. So I figured it would be only fitting if we used a knife I got from Trevor. I replaced the ferrule rod, nice and long. There's that. I'll let that get. It comes with some fire starters. It's kind of like, they're kind of crappy. As you can see, it just blowed out or blown out. Let's do it again. I would personally want to use Fatwood myself, but they say don't use things that are high in resin. So let's see, we have, this is a battery indicator, that's a fan, and that's the indicator for your fire. It's supposed to click on automatically, which I just turned it on. Don't do like everybody usually does when they're doing a fire and over stoke it. or overfill it. Once it gets going, it actually produces, once it gets going, little smoke. Alright, I'm gonna turn this that way. You know what? We'll actually just take it out of the frame and set it down. Nah, I'll leave it. I'll go with the front. So it came with this, which actually sets up on top of here. It's actually not just for boiling water, but a coffee press. It goes all the way up to 6 cups or 1.5 liters. Did come with a plastic bowl. What I'm really excited about is this. This is actually a grill. You could use the top as a plate. I don't know how sanitary that would actually be. But legs, they pop open right here, the little connector, and you can set it right on top of here and feed that on there. Okay, like I said, I'm really excited to use this. The first thing I'm going to do with it is make shish kebabs. And yeah, I will definitely be videoing that. But I'm going to take this kayak canoe camping. Now, some people might say, why get something like this? I was actually one of them. Alright. Because for me it's gimmicky. Then I sat there and realized, what all could I cook with this? Okay. How could I best utilize it? They say to keep the battery or the power source away from the fire, which is a good idea. Just doing a little helping it out. Alright. Well, that I didn't want to have done. Okay, so now we got nothing but solid flame. So I'm going to grab my canteen. actually even stoke it a little bit more, because I don't want to have to do it in the middle of boiling my water. Alright, in my canteen, I'd say about 3 cups of water. Alright. It just sets right on top of there. Now, everybody knows, basically, cover your container. If you got a lid, use it. So, there it is. It's not that really super tall, but getting it better into frame. Keep it right like that. We'll see how long it takes. It being a rocket stove, it should go more quick because the fire is more condensed. You can adjust the fan. It's going to make it burn hotter and faster. Now, also the beauty of this is right here. There's a USB charger. It comes with a little light, which is a touch light. It's actually great. Produces a lot of light, but more importantly, it will be able to charge your camping gear. Now, the other huge thing with this is, and I'm surprised nobody out there has on the market, the fire is actually charging this battery pack and running the fan. So it's really interesting. When the fan, after it's in use, once the fan clicks off, then put it away. Don't just shut the fan off and try to put it away, because this thing actually gets really hot. I like it, you know. I would rather just build a fire and kick over and open a fire whenever I'm camping and bushcrafting, going out and doing stuff. But sometimes you can't do that. Predominantly because maybe there's not a lot of wood. Maybe all you have are twigs, you know, small stuff. This would work great for that situation. I don't want to cut away or anything because I want you to see how long by the video timeline it's going to take to boil the water. And again, because it's from my canteen, the water's clean. We're not talking about sterilizing water, which you could use this for that. But again, the rolling boil for at least 10 minutes, that's always a difficult thing. If I'm going to do that, I'm going to have a bigger campfire, where I won't have to keep worrying about feeding it. And it does burn down to virtually no ash whatsoever. See what it's looking like right now. Let me stand up. No. Nothing yet. We're gonna turn the camera and try to get a different view. And down. Well, that's as high as this tripod goes. Yep. So, hope everybody out there is doing good. I haven't been stuck doing life things. This to me beats the solo stove hands down because of the versatility and the cooking. We'll see how well the cooked stuff, or my fault, the cooking on the grill is going to be. I'm going to fire it a couple times before I actually use it. Throw some oil on it, and hopefully it's not going to let everything in the world stick to it. Okay, so now it's producing a lot less smoke. I'm believing that all the wood in there is actually on fire, which didn't take too long. My timer says, ooh, we're at 20 minutes. Oh, that's sad. We have the little bubbles. So I'll actually use the cup that it came with to dump some of the hot water in. And I'm going to lower this so you guys can see the flames. So yeah, it's really rip-roaring in there. So it should be maybe a minute and a half to 2 minutes, depending on how you like your coffee.